Hi, I'm Laura at the Simple Farmhouse, and you are watching how to burn finish wood. So when would you burn finish wood? Let's start there. And why burn finish? Well, there's lots of different ways to distress wood. You can beat it with items to get those dents in it to give it texture. You can rub it with sand or pebbles to get a rougher texture. You can add color to it through stain, through waxes, but there's something about the way a burn will give you that deeper tone and texture in the grain of the wood. So this is just one additional layer of how you could age your wood before you start your project. So what I'm looking for today is something very subtle. I don't want a full out charred look. I just want the deepest parts of the grain to take on some color and some depth that will really help the stain pop. This is a burning technique, so please, when you're using flame, use extra precaution, follow all of the directions. I'll link some items below if you do not have a propane torch. The one I use is one that we use for camping. Super easy to find, but if you don't feel like shopping at the store, I'll just link the Amazon one below. So I have this new piece of wood. This is pine, and it's very smooth and nice looking, and I want it to look a little more aged. So I'm going to work with the grain. I'm going to work slowly and consistently. And if I miss a spot, I'll try to come back and hit it, but it's not the end of the world either. I like a more subtle burned look. So after I burn this wood, I'm going to come back and sand it down very well so that only the deepest parts of the grain hold on to that char and give me that aged look. So I'm just turning this until I hear that gas. Be extra careful, please. So this is actually a mantel box that I built, and I wanted to burn before I stained to get that extra depth. I wasn't yet confident with the torch, so I thought this would be a great video to show you guys, because this is what it's like to work with a torch for the first time or very early on. You'll notice that it doesn't always take smoothly. Either the wind or my manipulation of the torch just required me to go over things a couple of times, or sometimes it would catch too much and I would over singe certain areas like the turnarounds. If I wasn't sanding in my second step, that would certainly lead to some blotchiness, but I didn't worry too much about it because I knew in that second step that I would be evening out that blotchiness. I used a Black & Decker mouse, but you could certainly use a sheet of sandpaper, and I worked it until the tone was evened out and looked like this. Had a little more depth, a little more richness to it, and after adding stain, this is how the final product turned out. And here you can see what it looked like next to the original board. This is a mix of Minwax, weathered oak, and English chestnut. Have you used the burn technique on wood? I would love to hear in the comments below. And be sure to click the subscribe button and click that little bell if you'd like to receive notifications for my upcoming videos.